Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day. I am very sorry, no hamster this morning. All of my little fuzzy ones are asleep. I tried to get little Cream / Saber out of her box, and while I did wake her up by making noise on her box, she just lifted her head up to see what was happening, didn't want to come out, sleeping, so just left her, and she didn't even budge out of her box, so she's sleeping again. Little Gojira down in her mason jar, completely asleep, so it's a-okay. I'm very sorry that there's no hamster, but life is life. And then I've got to make sure, of course, that's centered. The one, I like the way this looks. I like the punk aesthetic. That's why I'm more into this type that looks like this, because I like the punk look of it. The lace one that I've got is nice, but it's more of a goth / emo look, and that's not exactly the push that I'm going for. You know, I like the more punk look of it. So anyway, though, since I have two of them right now, I'm just alternating, and occasionally I'm still going to wear the other one, of course. It's nice, and I spent money on it. It's just hard to put on with the whole lobster claw thing. I suddenly thought, though, that maybe if I put it up front, and then maybe that would be easier instead of trying to hook it back behind my neck. I don't know. Those lobster claw ones are hard to use, because you got to try and do that, hold a little nub so that it works, and then you put it, and oh, the trials and hazards of wearing jewelry. Thumbs up for that. And there was something else I was going to say I just thought of, and I can't remember. Oh, one of the silly things that does happen, I guess it's these ones? I can't tell, but I have little tiny stuffed hamsters. There's 7 little tiny stuffed hamsters, and Amelia last night, she likes to play, and so she got up on her hind legs and then put her one foot up here and then pulled some of them down so she could play with them, and so it was fun. It's a good thing. She's a good kitty. She's an annoying kitty, but she's a good kitty. And part of it is my fault on the whole food thing. Last summer, she had my housemates, well, long story short, Amelia ended up outside and unable to come inside, and I didn't know that this had happened to her, and so I had the box fan in the window and she couldn't come up and see me. And so when I finally found out and figured out what was going on, she had lost a lot of weight. She was very, very thin. So I felt horrible for that, and I'd been feeding her 4 times a day just to get her bulked up, and she's put on weight. And it's good, but she's, you know, her tummy's getting a bit on the too fluffy side. So I've cut her down to 3 times a day. I mean, I was feeding her 4, and she was still doing the, hey, I'm hungry, feed me now thing when she wasn't hungry. But I've cut her down to 3 times a day. And oh boy, she doesn't like that idea at all. I mean, she will literally, I will feed her at 7 o'clock, and at 7:30, she'll be bugging me for food. So she's not hungry. She's just being a cat hungry. She just doesn't like being fed less. I mean, I don't blame her. I'm not gonna starve her though, you know, so that's a good thing. On the okay side, okay-ish side, I've been having emotional issues, especially leading up to the 1st of this upcoming month, because, you know, my wife, I had my marriage anniversary and wife's death anniversary in the same month, March, just 2 weeks ago, dealing with that, coming out of the Christmas holidays, which was my wife's favorite holiday. And now I have to just get past April 1st when my mother died. So I'm coming up on the 1 year anniversary of that. It's been a rough time emotionally, but I've made it through surviving. I haven't had much forward movement, possibly a tiny bit backward, because it's been very difficult to make phone calls that I need to make because I haven't been able to make them yet. But at least it's more with a little bit of, I need to make more of that movement so I can make my phone calls again. But it's been mostly lateral growth, if not forward growth, and that's okay. Not all growth is going to be fast. Not everything is going to be quick. And dealing with this whole emotional 1, 2, 3 punch right now, it's, well, I would think a little bit on the, oh, my nose is so itchy, a little bit on the understandable side. But I've talked to my therapist. I've got a online thing set up that we're going to do this Saturday, because he's taking next week off. There's like spring break, I think, and he and his family are going to be going for a little visit, a little trip for a week. So he's got next week off. That's not even a hanger. I don't even know what to do with my clothing anymore. Nothing is the right size. I don't know why my nose is itching so much, but of course it is because the webcam is on. So I've got appointments set up. I just have to call the VA, and apparently from people that this has happened to, where they've gotten the we're cutting things off because we don't know what's going on, is I just have to call and get an extension. It's pretty much an automatic thing, and they even backdated into December, so there's not an issue. All I have to do, and I don't know why I never did this before, probably because it's going to be a chunk of change, is I need to, each time I get my disability payment, is to take out $10 of gas for every week, set that to the side, and then just use that $10 when I gotta drive my vehicle to Olympia to go to my therapy, because I couldn't go tomorrow. I don't have enough money. I mean, I have no money, so I can't go anywhere in my vehicle. I drive my own car very rarely. My housemates use my vehicle without even asking, and I usually get a 3rd degree when I use it, but that's calmed down a little bit anyway. But now I just walk everywhere just because my body wants to walk. I have to walk. I have to exercise. In fact, if I don't move my legs, if I don't... When I say use, I mean work. If I don't work my legs, they just ache. A bone-deep ache. And the only way to make the ache stop is to go walking or exercise in some fashion. I've got the opposite issue of those people with circulatory, that's the word I was looking for. 8 minutes, yay. Circulatory issues, where if they go walking, they're going to have pain because they don't have enough blood flow to their legs. Whereas I don't know why, I've got plenty of blood flow. In fact, within the past 10 years, it was probably about 10 years ago now, I had both of my legs had to be, what's that word? When they used the sound, ultrasound. Oh man, that hurt. They used ultrasound because I had cellulitis in both legs, and I wanted to make sure I didn't have blood clots. And I have excellent circulation in my legs. And in fact, weirdly enough, in my left leg, well, in both of your legs, you have a popliteal vein. That's your main vein bringing blood back. It's your popliteal vein. It runs through your knee. In my left leg, I have 2 popliteal veins. So I've got even better circulation than I should in that one leg. So thumbs up. So it's not lack of blood or anything, it's lack of using it, and just, boy, my legs will just ache. Even if I take my little exerciser, because somebody did buy me from Amazon one of those little pedal things. It's a triangle with a base to keep it from moving, with foot pedals like on a bicycle wheel, and then you can sit in your chair and pedal. And I will pedal on that thing until it gets so hot that it makes a squeak sound, because as metal gets hot, it expands, and when things expand in an area that's designed for this size, but they expand to this size, everything scrapes and creaks against each other, and so it gets hard to use and makes that noise. So I let it cool down. But I use that, and even then, I still have to go out and walk. So yeah, I walked up to Walmart, I walked back, and my feet and my legs hurt when I get back. It's a different hurt though. Beforehand, it's just a bone-deep ache, and it's not a good feeling. When I'm done exercising, it's a combo of they've had a workout, and they're glad, and it's a good feeling, combined with, boy, I have used up all my energy reserves. I am fibromyalgia, pain, and fatigued out. Because when I get back, that's it. I am done. So, thumbs up for that. I mean, I've got about 20 minutes to a half hour if I'm confined to a small space, but I can still move a little bit. I've got about a half hour's worth of standing in place time. And that's it for 6 hours. I have to sit because my back is broken. If I'm walking, I can walk for about a good 4 hours, but then again, that's it. I've used my vertical time up. My back, my legs are not going to let me stand anymore. Now when I said, yeah, I can sit for a good 6-7 hours. Usually. But at the end of that time, oh boy, I have got to get up. I need some walking time in because my legs hurt. And my back is aching just from the position that I'm in. Yay! I do not regret having worked in healthcare as a nurse's aide for 15 years. Even though I am broken physically and I cannot work because of that. Because even now, if I try to lift even things that are 15 pounds, holy smokes, every single alarm bell down my back, in my legs, in my arms, from all of my nerve damage just goes BAM! The alarm bells of pain are off, and I can't lift anything more. I do better with cannabis. I can probably do a good 25 pounds before the bells start telling me I gotta put stuff down. The damage is healed, I think, I hope. But chronic pain, the bloody nerve damage, won't stop, and that's the problem. I don't know if the actual damage is healed. I can't tell. Because the nerve endings are constantly screaming that, you're hurt. When I know I'm not, but my body sure says I am. Thumbs up for that. Oh, now the outside of my nose is itchy. Of course it is. Again, my webcam is on. The actual genesis of the phrase "no words on my doodles" here is actually from the song, I think it's called "No More Words" by the group Berlin back in the 80s. The actual lyrics are "No more words. You tell me you love me, but you're looking away. No more words." And for whatever reason, no words just resonated, and so now I'm just weird doodles. And I'm going to start putting up a whole bunch of, what is the word? Affirmative phrases again. It's just for right now, they're doodles. I have to keep this hand working, even though it doesn't work well. Hopefully it's going to continue getting better. Even my arm doesn't cause me as many problems. It feels wrong inside of here, but not all the time, and not as wrong. So it's still healing. And it doesn't have that severed nerve pain issue that it had so much before. Now it's just clumsy and it doesn't work well. It's getting better, but I prefer this hand if I have to do fine work, because this one's no good at all. But hey, maybe. And hey, I've also opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Yay, thank you very much. Even though I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm going to read them all afterward. Thumbs up each one I read, answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. A good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment. The fact is, you took the time to leave a comment. Thank you so very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that kind of thing. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, that's actually one of the reasons, again, because of the whole paralysis, clumsiness. When I do my signing, I've largely done it with my left hand, but now I sign largely with this hand because this hand, unless I'm concentrating on it, it's just not going to work. So let me call Macron. Because I forgot where I was. Noah Morin. See you, Kake. Thank you very, very much. Woodsman Gaming. Greatly appreciated. Aurora Rollinson. I don't know why R's are so difficult for me to pronounce today. Thank you very, very much. Kathy Kitskat. Greatly appreciated. Merv. Ooh, Tilioglu? I am nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And Lee Changsob Hyung? Boy, I'm nowhere close either, but thank you. Greatly appreciated. Dad's Royal Nuts. Oh, thank you very much. Pandora NYC1. My day got a lot better, and I sometimes wish I had a monocle. Thank you very, very much. And Ice Damon. Greatly appreciated. KZ Tar. 621, thank you very, very much. Bryce Clark, greatly appreciated. And Mr. Memes 2131 plays, greatly appreciated. Ken Bydricky, I sure hope I'm close, but I'm not. Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. And Aurelia Astria, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And Bebe, thank you very, very much. Stolen Chris, greatly appreciated. Jesus, Vovor Harahesha. Thank you very, very much. I know I did no justice to that. Jacob LPCZ, thank you very, very much. Isaac Delaney, greatly appreciated. Evans Beard 22, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Malvoish. Thank you very, very much, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Greatly appreciated. Helps with my depression a lot. Thank you. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And these people here are largely the only reason I can buy food and put a roof over my head. So thank you very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Which there is no such thing as a literal end of time. Even after the universe is physically gone and there is nothing present, time will still continue. Space will still be formed. That's a terrifying thought. Well, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friends, and I'm trying to make sure that thing stays centered. Ah, I love symmetry. Lack of symmetry is one of the biggest things that bugs me. If I keep it right there, it's easy to stay. But then I'd have to go like that all day, and that's not comfortable. Anyway, though, I got this. I'm going to hopefully have another thing, and I got a game video coming up, so that is a very good thing. Thank you for hanging around and watching these things to the end, if you're one of those that do.